Had one reach in the top of the first on an error, but stranded him at first base. Jack Olson on the mound for the Seacots. Sekiats, however you say it. Seacoits, thank you. People in the stands help me out. Seacoits. I'm Drew Weiner, joined alongside Brody Sheffrin. The winner of this game will face off against the Deerfield Warriors tomorrow, 1 p.m. at this exact field.
Yep, certainly should be a good one, but for now we got Antioch and Grayslake North, and what we envision to be a pitcher's duel as we had on Wednesday afternoon. And
Mac Jones with an awesome performance, complete game shutout. As that was Jack Olson, the NIU commit, on the mound for the Seacoits. That is popped up out of play by Hughes. 0-1. Mitchell Hughes, Brody, also plays quarterback for the Grayslake North Knights, and in his last game hit 3 homers. So
wow,
he's got some serious pop. It's power versus power right now, Olson and Hughes.
Yeah, certainly impressive. Seacoits sending out their ace, and Grayslake North with very respectable point in the season. This Grayslake North team can really hit for power, Drew.
Yeah, 28 homers on the season, which is insanity. I mean, that's an incredible feat. I mean, to put that in perspective, Deerfield had 5 this year. Like that's got to lead the state.
Yeah,
this
the high school level.
Serious pop. Would not be surprised to see one or maybe even a few go over the fence.
Yeah, definitely something to watch, and Olson's going to do his best to try and keep those balls in play and force ground balls, which he is so good at doing. And
throw back to first is just a little bit late. Snap throw over there by Mason Willis.
It's definitely going to be an interesting storyline as we come down the stretch of this game, because we expected starting pitchers to go far and pitch 5-6 innings as we saw on Wednesday. So
Jack Olson, the 49th ranked player in Illinois, and he's got a bright future. He plays college baseball at NIU. So that's downstairs for ball 2. Olson tops 94, Brody, and that's some serious velo.
Yeah, I haven't seen that at all this year in any of the games that we've covered, and it's a rare talent. You could tell why he's committed to playing college, and expected nothing short of a dominant performance today.
And that'll do it after 1. We are scoreless.
Welcome back to coverage of the IHSA Regional Semifinal live from Deerfield High School. I'm Brody Sheffrin, joined alongside Drew Weiner, and after a scoreless first inning, Jack Olson will come to the plate to lead off the second for Antioch. And Drew, we didn't have any pitchers hit on Wednesday in the Deerfield game, and both starting pitchers for Antioch and Grayslake North are in the lineup today. So definitely something interesting to watch.
They definitely are, common. You see it here and there, but it's special. Is both these pitchers hitting very high in the lineup. Ethan Feldman for the Knights leading off for the Knights, and Jack Olson hitting 5th. So some strong two-way players. Shohei Ohtani would be proud.
certainly would.
Olson swings through the fastball by Feldman. Olson is a big guy. Very tall, lengthy. He's got some serious pop. Light tower power. He drives one out in the deep right center field. This should be playable though. Spinning around. Can't make the catch. Olson's on his horse. He's taking for third. And he's going to have a triple. Jack Olson helping his own cause with a leadoff triple in the second inning.
Yeah, listen to this Antioch crowd. They have a fantastic turnout. Very long drive. Play's going to be scored as an E8. But the ball was certainly crushed by Jack Olson. And wow, what a way to start the second inning, make a statement.
Ethan Young, the center fielder, looked like he was going to have a play on that. Spun around a couple times and couldn't make the play. We saw that happen on Wednesday. Charlie Polsner and Sherwood and Wright. And this wind can do funky things with the ball.
Nonetheless, Olson stands at third base and it will be Chris Cook to try and knock him in with a runner on third and nobody out.
Cook looking to do a job here and knocking the first runs of this game. Fouls the first one off. See that ball to right field was hit by Tyler Bernstein, who hit the go-ahead single in the sixth. Cook takes a ball downstairs, letting Olson know not to go, putting up the hand. Brody, we didn't see a run in the first game until the sixth inning, and Seacoites are threatened to get that first run in the game early in this one, the top of the second.
Yeah, and that's ever so important, especially with a guy like Jack Olson on the mound. He doesn't need too much run support, but anything you can get him is certainly helpful. And as you were saying earlier, he's helping his own cause with that leadoff triple. And let's see if Cook can knock him in here.
Chris Cook on a two-strike count. Feldman gets the sign. The 1-2. Just off the outside corner. Good take there by Cook. Brody, what do you go here? 2-2, love a strikeout. Infield playing back.
I'm giving him a breaking ball. Breaking ball, try and get him to pop something up.
Got him to chase a breaking ball earlier in this at-bat. Let's see what Feldman does here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. There is that breaking ball, Brody, right on cue. One out here in the second. A much-needed strikeout for Ethan Feldman.
Batting seventh, first baseman, number 24.
Evan Schmidt, the first baseman, looking to pick up Cook and drive in the pitcher Olson for the first runs of this game. And Brody, mistakes are going to be huge in this game, and 2 early errors for the Knights and could be costly.
Yeah, and this is where these kind of upsets are rooted from. They're rooted by mistakes by the higher seed and errors. And as we saw with Deerfield and game on Wednesday, defense is the key to success. Because if you play good defense, good strong defense in a playoff game, your chances are generally pretty good because of all the stress and adrenaline.
That's for sure. We saw some web gems by the Warriors, multiple for that matter. Grayslake North so far, it's been quite the opposite. See if that'll be a trend that'll continue or if they'll pick it up throughout this ball game on this cloudy Friday afternoon game. That's in there for strike one.
Yeah, and that's big for Feldman, being able to get back into counts when he falls behind 1-0, 2-0. And for Olson as well, it's paramount to not get behind in counts because especially with runners in scoring position, getting behind in counts is never a good sign.
2-1 to Schmidt is taken downstairs. Brody, I got to ask, are you surprised to see Grayslake North play with the infield back?
Yeah, I'm surprised they're conceding a run, especially with what they saw from Jack Olson in the first inning. I feel like at least they have the corners in and expect some sort of possibly a squeeze action with the number 7 hitter up and with the infield back. I wouldn't hate to see a squeeze right here.
Yeah, I agree, Brody. I mean, given the fact that it's a playoff game, every run is so important as Schmidt takes ball 4. definitely surprised. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go corners in now with the middles pinching for a double play ball.
Third baseman, number 11, Zach Rubin.
Looks like the third baseman, Lamb, playing about even with the bag. Rack and K holding on the runner at first. Feldman would love to roll ground ball here and get out of this with 2. This is Rubin, the 8-hitter. Flies one on the right field line. Will this stay fair? No, just foul.
That one
Just had enough tail and could not quite stay fair.
Yeah, that one was certainly close, and it definitely would have been extra bases, Drew, if that one got down.
Yeah.
That ball was slicing pretty hard on the right field line, and right fielder was nowhere near it, so I got to imagine that might have scored 2.
Yeah, it's a tough corner to get the ball out of, and I mean, you can see Rubin. If that ball's fair, you can see. I can imagine Rubin standing at third base.
Yeah, without a doubt, that thing had triple written all over it and just drifted foul.
Just a long strike, 0-1. There goes Schmidt at first. The throw down to second is high. The runner's safe, breaking for home. He's in there. Jack Olson with the steal of home on the double steal. Oh my, looked like they almost had the runner Schmidt out at second. Just barely got under the tag. Olson broke for home and got in there.
Yeah, what a turn of events. That's something with first and third one out. We saw a day ago in the Deerfield Prairie Ridge, or a couple days ago in the Deerfield Prairie Ridge game where the Wolves held their runner at third base, and this time Antioch took the gamble and it paid off, Drew. And as we're saying, in these kind of games where you're the lower seed and you got to do things like that to manufacture scratch across runs. Well played by Coach Francis Frasek and the Sequoids.
Blocked there by Hughes. It looked like the throw might have beat Schmidt at second, but Hughes' throw just sailed a little bit too high, and Schmidt was able to get under that tag, and breaking for home was Jack Olson for the first runs of these games on no hits. This is that hit by Olson was scored in there. Zach Rubin looking to change that though and adds another run for the Sequoids as he fouls that off. 2-2. Brody, the beauty of these playoff games, you get to see some outstanding pitchers. Ethan Feldman, the all-conference player, and Jack Olson, one of the best pitchers in the state of Illinois. And this is just a joy to see, and I'm excited to see how this game develops with 2 great arms on the mound.
Yeah, it certainly is. You see in these first-round games, generally a major percent of the time, both teams trot out their aces, and you really see a lot of low-scoring, grinded out, hard-fought games. And despite a run early in the second, I'm expecting Ethan Feldman to really settle into this one and expect another pitcher's duel at Deerfield High School.
Rubin fouls that one off. Battling here has fouled off 2 straight with 2 strikes. These 2 teams are awfully familiar with each other, Brody. 3 previous matchups, 2 of them Grayslake North was victorious, but the one Antioch win came in a 11-0 thumping of the Knights. Both these teams interconference rivals as Rubin lines one into center field. Oh, it's dropped! Dropped by the center fielder. Oh my goodness, Ethan Young. 2 really poor miscues in this inning, and just like that, the Sequoids are in business again, first and third. It looked like it was going to be an easy out and potentially a double play as Schmidt was well off the bag at second. Ends in a drop, just like that.
Yeah, that had line and a double play all over it. Ethan Feldman expected to get out of this inning, and just like that, that error number has already reached 3 for Grayslake North, and the Sequoids are in business again, Drew.
Yeah, indeed they are. Another first and third situation. 9-hitter Cameron Spee. Be interesting to see if it's going to be a potential bunt situation with the 9-hitter up. A safety squeeze of some sorts.
Yeah, certainly. It'd be interesting to see what approach Feldman takes, if he's going to be aggressive.
Spee swings and misses.
Or not, and appears that he is with that heater.
Yeah, when you see, errors pile up, and you saw with with Young, you know, it's gets to the point where it's a mental thing, and that first error definitely plays tricks with your mind, and probably another story for that one. There is the bunt. Runner at third's going to hold, and they're going to get the out at first. So there was the safety squeeze, but Spee running it right back to the pitcher, and they're going to hold the runner at third. That's a good play by the Knights. Good play by Feldman.
Yeah, they were able to get the runner over to second base, but certainly not what you want there, Drew. You want to score. You got first and third, one out, and you're going with a safety squeeze. You want to lay something down the first or third base line and get your runner home comfortably and maybe even get a hit.
Yeah, squared late, bunting for a hit. Schmidt held at third, and there's 2 outs. Ooh, good stop there by the catcher, Willis. Excuse me, not Willis, Mitchell Hughes. Three errors for the Knights, 2 in the second inning, have led to a 1-0 Antioch lead. Looking to add more as that's in there for strike 1. Back to the top of the lineup, Brody, with Mazzina. 2 in scoring position.
Yeah, and this is exactly what is actually what you want if you're Coach Frasek and the Seacoats. You got leadoff hitter at the plate who gets on base a lot, and 2 runners in scoring position.
Line right at the third baseman, Lamb, who makes a nice catch. And that'll do it. Antioch scores 1 on no hits, 2 errors. We're done after 1.5 innings. We'll be back for the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Seacoats.
Grayslake North.
Back for the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Seacoats. Still no hits, Brody. 3 errors, and that really stands out.
Yeah, without a doubt, you look at that scoreboard once again, and it's shocking to see such a disciplined team, 19-14, like Grayslake North, make these kind of mistakes. And certainly if they continue to make these mistakes, it could spell doom for another upset in the Deerfield Regional.
Well, wouldn't that be something? You got the 14-4 upset we saw on Wednesday, and the 12-5 now battling on the makings of an upset as well, which would make for a very interesting regional final.
Yeah, certainly.
Jack Olson heading back out there for a second inning of work. Olson can really light up that radar gun. And that's why that 1 run is so important when you get a pitcher like Olson. Because 1 run could be all you need, and we saw that on Wednesday with Mac Jones. 1 run was all the Warriors needed.
That game is also broadcast on Deerfield Athletics if you can't make it. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for Grayslake North, batting 5th, first baseman, number 8, Cody Raconse.
Raccoonse leading it off for the Knights in the bottom of the second. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Not quite sure what's going on. It's like something with the catcher Willis. Just getting a cup of water.
Got to stay hydrated out here on a humid Friday in Deerfield.
I'm feeling a little lightheaded. Not quite sure what's going on there. Mitchell Hughes talking to his coach. Coach Frasick. It's not Hughes, Willis. Looks like Willis going to the dugout right now. Not quite sure what's going on. Just gonna have a little delay here, and it's not fun for a pitcher. You know, throw your warm-ups, you're all loose. Gotta stand there cold a little bit, especially no catcher to throw some warm-up tosses with. See the trainer coming in. And Mason Willis re-entering this game. Gives some knuckles to the home plate umpire. Looks to be feeling fine.
Definitely good to see, Drew.
As we're finally ready to get this bottom of the second inning underway. And the first pitch runs inside and hits Rackenke. You know, that's part of the aspect of standing there being cold and being able to have any warm-up tosses. And the first pitch runs inside and hits the all-conference first baseman. This Riley Lamb takes a pitch just off the outside corner. That's in there for strike one.
It's a pretty sizable leadoff there at first base from Rackenke.
Olsen yet to check over there, and he does just that as Rackenke gets back in there very comfortably. It's just a move to keep him close. Let the runner know that you know he exists. Olsen's pitch, swing and a miss. Lamb tardy on that high heater. It's a tough pitch to catch up to.
Yeah, I took a big cut. It looked like he was hitting breaking ball there.
It's time called. Interesting to see if we get any motion first base. The runner Rackenke. Here's Olsen's two-strike offering. Swing and a miss. Lamb chased the high fastball. There's one out.
Batting seventh, second baseman, number 9, Nate Kazmarski.
Second baseman Kazmarski stepping up first. First at bat of this one. First pitch. Misses for ball one. Seen Willis bluff that throw over to first base with the back pick. We saw him throw it earlier, and I think that's definitely in the Knights runners' heads. 1-0 misses, and there is that snap throw over there. Rackenke's back in there safely. Nate Kazmarski ahead in the count, 2-0. Olsen gets the sign. Rackenke leads off at first. That is popped up. Out of play foul. Strike one. Two and one to Kazmarski. They check over there at first. Got a little lob over there.
Just trying to keep him honest.
Olsen gets the sign, shakes a couple times. Finally agrees to something from his catcher Willis. The 2-1 offering. This is away. Olsen likes to work slow, Brody. Definitely a different pace than what we saw Wednesday afternoon with Riley Golden, who was catch and throw and really work it quick.
Yeah, Olsen likes to take his time. It's just a big pitch here on 3-1, drew with a runner on first base.
Edge driven on the center field. This should be playable. And it is caught by the center fielder, Mazina. 2 gone. Looked like Kazmarski just got that one off the end of the bat.
Yeah, Mozina looked like he had that ball straight off the bat, and this is going to be interesting at bat. You got Ethan Young, who made a couple of errors in the top half of the inning. We'll see his approach at the plate right now, see if he's...
Often there's a carryover effect. You know, see if a guy makes a great play in the field. They're feeling great their next at bat, and goes for the opposite too, and it goes vice versa. So it'll be interesting to see what Young does here. Olsen's first pitch, fouled off. Young late on a fastball, fouled that straight back. Ethan Young, the left-handed hitting center fielder. Takes strike 2. Good pitch there on the outside corner of the plate. Brody, 2 strikes. What do you go here?
I'm giving him the fastball. These Grayslake North hitters have not been able to catch up with the high heater from Jack Olsen, and I'm going back to that.
The 0-2. And that is called for strike 3.
Yeah, high heater. Looked
Yeah,
a little bit too high, but...
I'm not sure if the umpire thought that was strike 2, but there wasn't kind of signal for regular strike, but it is indeed strike 3, and that'll do it for the second inning. 1-0 Sequoias. We'll be back for the third inning of play. Strike 3 on the outside corner, so it appears that's the strike 3 call for the umpire.
Yeah, it isn't.
Not very creative or exciting.
Nope, just good old strike 3. He means business out there, Drew.
No, the lawnmower or a punch out of some sort. No fist, just a regular strike call. I gotta say, I'm against that.
Yeah, I like when the umpires get animated, and
especially if your same call for strike 1 is
makes
the
the
same
game a
call
lot
for
of fun.
strike 3, and I feel like there needs to be some sort of, difference. But
yeah, it makes the game a lot of fun when umpires got some crazy punch-out calls.
that
This
is
one's
lined
to the
into center field. Nice piece of hitting there by the 3-hitter Yeager. Smoked that one.
Number 35, Alex Nielsen.
Feldman to Nielsen. Punish a guy for making a diving attempt and coming up short.
Yeah, certainly a great effort by the right fielder Winling, but unfortunately wasn't able to make the play. And just like that, Antioch's threatening once again in the third.
Jack Olsen, who tagged one really well on the deep center field. That, unfortunately for him, was scored in air, but fortunately for the Sequoias, he was on third base.
Yeah, I'm sure in this type of game, Olsen could care less about his average. More about getting his Sequoias into tomorrow's afternoon final against Deerfield.
You throw all that average and stat stuff out the window, all that matters is the score and the wins and losses.
That's all that matters. That number in the runs column at the end doesn't matter how you got there.
So Olsen tags one out in the left field. This is playable, and the play is made by Joy. See some Knights outfielders have some tough times reading fly balls, but Joy made that one. Carter Joy made that one look fairly easy. At the end of the bat. Feels like he's seen Feldman well today. Put two good swings on it.
For sure, he's reading the pitch well out of his hands and knocked 2 fastballs.
It's Chris Cook. I believe it hit him in the batter's box. It's a foul ball. First base umpire called him out, but the home plate umpire was signaling foul ball. It didn't hit him.
Almost feels like a second life for Antioch, Drew.
Yeah. It looked like it did get him in the box. Home plate umpire immediately signaled foul ball that really no one paid attention to.
Yeah, he appeared pretty confident in his call, so believe he got that one right.
Second life for Chris Cook and the Sequoias. Feldman gets the sign. Cooks. Wow.
Interesting decision there to try and
Yeah.
lay down a bunt for a hit. But
Yeah, you
I
get
guess he noticed the third baseman playing back, and
but a big first and second. Base hit scores the runner, and rather just have my guys swing away. Fouls that up. Just got a piece of that one. I'd like to thank the 13 people watching this, streaming the broadcast of the IHSA Regional Semifinals between the Antioch Sequoias and the Grayslake North Knights. Chris Cook up with first and second. 2 outs, the 0-2. Line foul. It's like Coach Frasick wanted to make a play his last second. That is not the smartest of decisions. Smiling that one off, laughing it off.
yeah,
Imagine he wants to keep his hand.
certainly, and I can't stress enough how good this Antioch crowd is. Coming all the way out from Antioch to Deerfield.
Swinging and a miss, strike 3. Cook's down on strikes. Feldman works out of the jam. Scoreless inning for Ethan Feldman. So we're done after 2.5. We'll be back shortly. Thank you. We're back for the bottom of the third inning. Andrew Windling leading off this inning for the Knights. 9-1-2 due up against Jack Olson. Pops this to first. Pretty routine play for the first baseman, Schmidt. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jack Olson, Brody.
Yeah, he's been able to work extremely efficiently these first couple innings, and Grayslake North has just not been able to pick up ball well out of his hand yet. And gotta imagine second time through the order, something may change.
Yep. Back to the top of the lineup, and Ethan Feldman. Take strike 1. Oh, breaking ball there is nasty. It's flown out in the right field. Looks like this one's gonna go foul. Tough to see from our vantage point, but
He's no Ethan Katz out in right field.
no, he is not, as Ethan Katz made a SportsCenter top 10 level play Wednesday for the Warriors, diving full reach, full extension, foul territory. I mean, that's one of the best plays I've ever seen, Brody.
Yeah, certainly. And given the magnitude of the game, I mean, it's one of the biggest plays of his life. And
Feldman lines that one foul.
you really can't stress enough how high leverage these playoff situations are. These Illinois State regionals, these players only get 4 years at the high school level, and winning state championships is such a special feeling.
Really is. Ooh. Olson spiked that breaking ball well out in front of home plate. Imagine if you're Deerfield, just hoping to see whatever team wins, burn as many pitchers as possible.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to see anybody like Jack Olson because he's got these Grayslake North batters stunned.
Makes this Antioch team so deadly. Feed into scoring position.
Yeah, with one out, I mean, depends how aggressive Grayslake North wants to be here, but if they're really trying to manufacture a run, if they sense a breaking ball is coming, try and snag a base.
Shortstop,
Now a base hit could tie this game up. Looks like something going on. Not sure if it's an equipment malfunction with the home plate umpire. But a couple delays. Let's hope for no weather delays, as it looked like earlier there was going to be some thunderstorms in the forecast, but looks like it might hold off.
Yeah, looks like we might be lucky enough to get this one in, which is not what we expected, Drew. Not expecting to call this game, and the last second, weather started to hold off, and here we are.
Still a beautiful day for some baseball. So here is McCumber, the two-hitter. That one gets away from Willis, and Feldman moves up to third base, and just like that, that error proves costly, as Feldman just 90 feet away from tying this one up.
Yeah, Grayslake North certainly in business now. Single base hit and a wild pitch, and just like that, Drew. Grayslake North is in prime position to tie this game up.
McCumber fouls that off. Onto the track of Adams Field. Ryan McCumber, Brody, was selected to the NLCC All-Conference team. Definitely a very impressive feat.
He has a strong conference nonetheless. A lot of good teams and all-conference. Never easy in any conference. Shows that you played a really strong year day in, day out, and that's certainly been the case.
McCumber has had a great season, looking to come through for his Knights Ball Club. Take strike two. What do you go here if you're Jack Olson, Brody? Would love a strikeout. Imagine he's pitching for a strikeout here, trying to get a chase of some sort, or a swing and miss.
I'm going back to that high heater that's been so effective for him all game long.
He does go with the high heater, right on cue, Brody. Nice call. And that misses up. McCumber was able to hold.
Certainly try to get him to chase here, and I don't think Jack Olson's going to be too generous with this pitch because he's got two bases open.
Yeah. And no need to give in. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. McCumber swung through that high fastball, two gone. It's a big out, Brody.
And Jack Olson going right back to that high fastball. It's been his bread and butter all game long, and as we said earlier, he's eclipsed speeds of 94 miles an hour, so not easy to hit at all. As Coach Frask's going to go to the mound.
Interesting. Little mound visit here. Hopefully everything's okay. Just trying to calm down his pitcher. Give him a little pep talk. Bringing the infield in to discuss this oh so important at bat with a three-hitter Phyllis.
Yeah, Chris Phyllis is DHing for Grayslake North today, and he certainly has a lot of power. He hit a homer in their previous game against Maine South, so
5 homers
he's got a lot of pop
for the Knights that game. It's just something else. I mean, this team can really hit the ball out of the yard. I mean, that is a very impressive feat. It's Chris Phyllis looking to come through, tie this game up as Olson lands that breaking ball, and that is a beautiful pitch. Olson starting to work with some more rhythm now. The 0-1. There's that breaking ball, gets away from Willis. Runner coming home. He scores. The ball got away from the catcher, Mason Willis. Squirts to the backstop. Ethan Feldman comes home to tie this game up at 1.
Wow, that is a costly mistake. And not quite sure if that's going to be ruled a wild pitch or a pass ball, but
imagine that's a wild pitch. Pitch is in the dirt.
yeah, definitely a tough read for Willis, but Well, then he could have blocked, and the damage has been done, Drew. This game is tied.
The air, the 2 wild pitches, just like that. The Knights are back in this one.
Certainly not been a clean game as of.
For both teams.
That's for sure.
Inning not done yet as Phyllis takes the ball. It's a good stop there by Willis. Imagine he wishes he had that stop 3 pitches prior. But, you know, as a catcher myself, that is a very difficult block. Ranging to your right. Not easy. Looked like it just scored it under the glove. The 2-strike offering from Olsen to Phyllis. Breaking ball misses up.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't gone back to that high heater with 2 strikes, Drew. It's dead.
9-hole. This is a big at-bat for the junior. There goes Ruben from first. No throw.
They'll let him take it.
Pitcher's in the dirt. Not an easy one for Hughes to throw. Smart decision to eat it. Just like that, second and third, nobody out, and a base hit could score 2. In this game, 2 runs could really be massive. Pitch misses down. Speed looking to turn this over to the top of the lineup. Mazzina waiting on deck. Big pitch here coming up from Ethan Feldman. Does not want to walk the bases loaded. And run this to a 3-1 count. Speed flies one into center field. Young charging in. Makes the catch, tagging. And coming home is Schmidt, who scores. Speed does his job. Knocks in Schmidt. And the Seacoits have retaken the lead.
Just like that. It's 2-1 Antioch, and 9-hitter Speed. Cameron Speed's doing his job for sure. Lined that one into right center, hit it pretty well, and Ethan Young made a nice play on it. And good to see him make a play after the 2 missed balls earlier in inning number 2.
Jackson Mazzina. Imagine if the Seacoits, you'd love to add 1, maybe 2 more here.
Yeah,
top of the lineup. Stretch this to a multi-run game. Mazzina fouls that against the net. Can't stress enough what a great crowd this is from both schools, traveling a wee bit to get here. Jackson Mazzina swings and misses out in front of a breaking ball.
Yeah, expecting
really good pitch there by Feldman.
Having a great crowd tonight, expecting another fantastic crowd tomorrow afternoon for Deerfield against the winner of this ball game. Expecting these bleachers to be full, and certainly going to be a sellout crowd over at Deerfield High School for the regional championship tomorrow.
That pitch gets away from the catcher. Hughes, he can't find it. He finally does retreat it. He's moving up to third is Ruben. Now a ball in play can bring home the 3rd run of this game for the Seacoits.
Yeah, that's a big-time wild pitch because it looks fine on the yellow box. Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Jackson Mazzina just looking to put a ball in play. And Brody, I gotta say, I'm very surprised to see the Knights play with the infield back here.
Yeah, they've been willing to concede a run in a couple instances of this game, and it's really shocking for a team that's the higher seed, and just surprising to see that from Grayslake North.
Mazzina grounds one to short. Nice play in the backhand. That's going to get the run home. It is a 3-1 ball game. It's an outstanding play to glove that by McCumber. And that one-hop rocket.
Yeah, Mazzina rocked that ball, and it's a fantastic play. That'll be a 6-3 ground out.
It's Mason Willis, the catcher. Nobody on. 2 outs.
Nonetheless, Antioch is just giving Jack Olson 2 more runs to work with, so
Two very important runs as Willis fouls that off. Ethan Feldman's pitch a good game for the night so far. Only 2 earned runs. His total. Oh, that's driven out in the left center field. Willis puts a charge of that one. It's 1-ups against the wall. Mason Willis with a 2-out double. Fires up his dugout with the celly. Just like that, the Seacoites are in business again.
And how about that? Antioch has just been seeing the ball great off Ethan Feldman today.
That ball was hit hard.
Nonetheless,
Really tagged that one.
Base for the catcher, 41, Willis, now running. Number 6, Jackson.
Kind of gave a little bit of a bat flip. I don't know if he thought he got all that, but he rocketed that.
Nathan Yeager.
Nate Yeager up. Yeager, the all-conference right fielder, in right field today. So plays first. Take strike 1. Big run out there, second base, and Willis.
Yeah, in a game where Grayslake North has not been able to hit Jack Olson all that well. These 2 runs in the 4th are
Yeager squares to
monumental.
bunt.
Surprised to see that out of the 3
Yeah,
hitter.
that is 2 outs. The 3-hole hitter, that is surprising move. Missed that one. So 0-2. Big at bat for the junior as Feldman looking to work out of this jam and limiting the damage. The 0-2. Pitch misses up. 1-2.
Looked like he was channeling his inner Jack Olson with that high heater, but Yeager didn't bite, and it's now 1-2.
Just a little 2 up on that one. Still ahead in the count, 1-2. Feldman gets the sign. Pitch is popped up in foul territory. Don't think this one's going to be playable for either the third baseman or left fielder. And it lands by the bullpen and the mounds. A lot of foul territory out there, Brody. A lot of space to work with.
Yeah, certainly. Neither bullpen has any activity so far.
These starters have it's a relatively clean game so far. Been a couple errors that have hurt them, but nonetheless, it's been a good outing for these 2 aces of the respective ball clubs.
Yep, and that's generally what you get when these teams play their first playoff game. You'll get great display of pitching, and these games tend to be low-scoring slug feasts instead of slug fests. And
I don't think I've ever heard that one. I like it.
more of a football term, but I think it could be applied here for these games we've been treated to in the last few days.
Yep. Another 2-strike offering to Yeager. Pitch misses down, so from 0-2 to 3-2 goes Nate Yeager, working a quality at bat for the Seacoites. Base open, so no need for Feldman to give Yeager anything good to hit. As Yeager works a walk, gives a nod to his dugout after a fantastic at-bat.
This inning feels like it's been going on for an eternity, Drew. Still no activity in the Grayslake North bullpen.
Get a mound visit here. And the pitching coach, Michael Kelly. Some music playing.
Designated hitter, number 35, Alex Nielsen.
Here's Alex Nielsen, first and second, 2 outs. Another big at bat. I mean, you got playoff baseball. All these at bats are high leverage, Brody.
Yeah, certainly, especially with runners on base. And in this case, Antioch has a chance to really establish themselves as take control of this one.
Yeah. Already 2 in this inning, looking to add more. And another thing, Brody, they've really worked up Feldman's pitch count.
Yeah, Ethan Feldman came into this inning pretty efficient, and all of a sudden he's getting hiked up there pretty good.
Not be surprised if this is his last inning of work, as that's grounded foul. Oof. Coach Fraser could not quite make the play. No activity in the bullpen yet, Brody. Be interesting to see if it'll pick up at some point.
Yeah, and Coach Eric Lopez, I believe, is trotting somebody out there right now.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Actually, not the case. Just someone going out to shag the ball.
Thank you.
77 is the pitch count for Ethan Feldman currently.
Alex Nielsen facing an 0-2 hole as time is called. Looks like the runner at first, Yeager, has to put on a sliding mitt. Home plate umpire letting everyone know the count and the outs, which it says for everyone to see on the scoreboard. But always good for some clarification. It's a 2-strike pitch to Nielsen. Grounds one. The third base side, an outstanding play running to the bag in time. Wow, that is a dynamite play by Ruben to save a run.
Wow,
So not Ruben, that was Lamb who made that play. Just fantastic.
Wow, just a dynamite play by Lamb, and dove that. Surprised that ball stayed fair, Drew.
Yeah, I mean, off the bat, looked like that was going to get in the left field corner, score 1, maybe 2, but Lamb with an outstanding play.
Just dove and was able to beat, I believe, Mosina to the bag, and just like that, Grayslake North gets out of it, only allowing 2 in what felt like an eternity of an inning, and we'll be back shortly for the bottom half of the 4th. Welcome back to the IHSA Regional Semifinal live from Deerfield High School. Between the Antioch Seacoites and the Grayslake North Knights, I'm Brody Sheffer, joined alongside Drew Weiner. And Drew, we've been treated to a pretty good game so far. Antioch just scored 2 in the 4th to open up a 3-1 lead, and their ace, Jack Olson, has been taking care of business and only allowing 1 hit so far. Both teams have been a little bit sloppy in the field, and it's a primary reason why the score is the way it is, but both starting pitchers, Ethan Feldman and Jack Olson, have shown a lot. And Drew, as we come down the stretch, what's your key to Grayslake North working their way back into this one against the Ace?
I think a lot has to do with just getting those bats going. They've had a tough time against the Seacoites ace, Jack Olson, and make him work, get his pitch count up.
Throughout the IHSA playoffs.
Nothing better than ringing up a guy as an umpire. You got to put some emphasis into that and get creative with it.
It's like Will's out there to talk to Jack Olson, plan out what he wants to throw on this 1-2 pitch.
Wonder if there was a mix-up of signs of some sort. Since 2-strike count. Don't often see a mound visit with 2 strikes, but Willis reconvening with his pitcher. Pitch just misses down. 2-2. There's another 2-strike offering from Olsen. That's grounded into left field, a base hit. Riley Lamb making plays defensively and offensively. Brody is base knock there, the second of the game for the Knights.
Certainly, number 1 in white is feeling it. Trying to provide a spark to this Grayslake North team that certainly hasn't had that so far.
Tying run up to bat and Kasmerski. Kasmerski 4. It is a 3-1 Secoits lead, and we'll be back shortly for the 5th inning of play.
Welcome back to the 5th inning of play, live from Deerfield High School in the IHSA Regional Semifinal. Antioch and Grayslake North. Secoits currently lead the Knights by a score of 3-1, and true starter Ethan Feldman's back out there for Grayslake North. That's a bit of a shocking sight.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised. The Secoits seem to see him really well in that top of the 4th, but Coach Lopez decides to keep him out there. Still no activity in the bullpen. That's what really surprises me, Brody. Seems like Coach Lopez wants to ride his guy out. It's Jack Olson, 5'6", 7" up for the Secoits. Time called. Feels like there's been a lot of stoppages, bro, in this game.
Yeah, there has been. We're moving along pretty well through 4 innings in under an hour and a half.
Now Olsen 0 for 2 on the stat line, but Brody, that's very deceiving.
Yeah, he's hit a couple balls pretty well. Lined that ball into left for his second out and hit one well into right center.
Yeah, that was called an error by the center fielder, Young. Got all the way to third on that one. Like, he really tagged that one. And landed on the warning track in dead center. 1-1. Takes a pitch in there. Just got the inside corner. Olsen seemed to disagree. But nonetheless, a 1-2 count. Feldman and Olsen, the 2 pitchers, battling it off. So 1-2. Popped up, out of play. Land over by the football field. The football field that should be a pretty fun site to be at come fall.
Yeah, certainly a lot of expectations coming in for this Deerfield squad. Quarterback Mac Jones in his final season in a Warrior uniform, so it should be a fun season. We open it up.
Olsen lines that into center. That is an outstanding catch by Young.
Yeah, nonetheless, Ethan Young made a couple of errors earlier on, but it really appears that he's settled in and it's been pretty solid in center field. That was an outstanding catch.
Yeah, that's another hard hit ball by Olsen. He's been unlucky today a couple times.
Yeah, 0 for 3 on the stat sheet.
That was a rocket. Really good play by Ethan Young. It is popped up in the infield. Pretty routine play. For the second baseman, Kazmierski. 2 gone.
24, Evan Schmidt.
Evan Schmidt, who doubled in his last at-bat, started that 2-run rally in the 4th.
Yeah, Grayslake North and Ethan Feldman trying to work their first run, 1, 2, 3 innings since the first inning. So Antioch has gone 3 straight innings with the base runner, and streaks in jeopardy here with Schmidt coming up, and Feldman looks to be pitching his best he's pitched all game.
In there for strike 1. Ethan Schmitz had a nice day at the plate, had that double earlier. Takes one in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, Hughes.
Yeah, and some of the Deerfield players have made their way into the stands. Watched the final few innings of this game after their practice for regional title game tomorrow. 1 o'clock, we'll have that here for you on Deerfield Athletics YouTube channel, and should certainly be a good one, Drew.
Indeed it will be. Two and 1 to Schmidt. Feldman taking his time. And there it is. If you don't like slow baseball games, this is not the game for you, as that is skied up. Verging over is the shortstop Devine. He makes the catch.
Antioch scores, no runs on no hits, no
Devine.
errors.
The Cumber who made that catch.
4.5 innings of play. Antioch 3.
We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-1 Sequoias.
Welcome back to Deerfield High School for the bottom of the 5th inning between Antioch and Grayslake North. Sequoias lead at 3-1. Brody Shefford alongside Drew Weiner, and it'll be Ethan Young starting things off for the Knights in the home 5th. And Drew, Grayslake North's got to get something going in the offensive end. Jack Olson has really been asserting himself.
Yeah, Olson's been fantastic, and you can't really expect nothing short of dominance from Jack Olson. He's an outstanding pitcher, and he's shown why he's the 49th best player in the state of Illinois in the class of 2024, that is.
Certainly, NIU's getting a good one. Is finally Grayslake North's got somebody going in their bullpen. Finally some activity, and I believe it's Chris Cook.
Chris Cook, who... No, I believe that's Tyler Johnson in the... Not Tyler. Sorry about that. We are trying to figure out who that is in the bullpen. Looks like number 9, Nate Kazmierski. That's in there for strike 2.
Yeah, kind of tough to tell out there in deep left field, but certainly the main message that there's activity in the Grayslake North.
Young's down on strikes.
There it goes again.
Yet another
Jack
strikeout
Olson.
for Jack Olson, and Olson's feeling it, Brody. He is mowing down these hitters.
Spot for Grayslake North. Number 21, Owen Foley. Correction, 27, J.D. Novacek.
J.D. Novacek pinch hitting for Windling. Coach Lopez trying to find out, get some sort of, see if someone off his bench could ignite some spark in his offense. You just need some sort of momentum, something to give your dugout a boost for the Knights. Novacek fouls that one off. J.D. Novacek, the left-handed hitting bat, takes the ball. Can you imagine you just get another guy to give their best chance against Jack Olson?
Yeah, just trying to get base runners and scratch something across because in a 3-1 game, a run goes a long way.
Sure does. Cut Secoit's lead in half. As Novacek fouls that straight back. 2-2. Two-strike offering from Olson to Novacek. Pitch misses in. Looked like a changeup there.
This 3-2 is a massive pitch coming for Jack Olson and Antioch because Grayslake North turns to the top of their order and Ethan Feldman. Here it comes.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tip goes right into the glove of Willis, and 2 gone, and another strikeout for Jack Olson.
Number 3, Ethan Feldman.
Back to the top of the lineup, and Ethan Feldman, who singled in his last at-bat, right through the 5-6 hole, ground ball that quickly went in the outfield. That
started.
Went under the ground, under the glove of the left fielder Cook, and he ended up coming around to score on the wild pitch. One out of Feldman is skied in foul territory.
Wow, that thing went over the fence.
Off the bat, looked like it's just your ordinary high pop-up, but that was crushed.
And Drew, that's where those 28 home runs come from. And that's where that power is
carrying
all game.
Effortlessly lifted that one well over the fence in foul territory and just straighten that out. And imagine Olson's probably going to stay away from that fastball, as Feldman was all over that. There is a fastball, Brody.
Yeah, you can tell he was working away from him there.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give Feldman anything he could pull. And like the decision to go away, I'd be surprised if he goes fastball again. I'm thinking breaking ball.
I agree with that, Brody. The 1-2. There is that breaking ball. That's a really good take by Feldman. Looked like he saw that one well.
Yep, definitely had a lot of movement north-south. This ball started off in the lower portion of the strike zone and really dived out.
A 2-strike offering. Fastball misses away. 3-2. Big pitch coming up from Olson to Feldman. Olson working quick to 3-2. Skied up in the infield.
It's going to be a tough play, Drew.
Should be routine for Schmidt.
Never mind. Not a
That'll
tough play,
do
Ollie.
it for the bottom of the
Good read.
5th. Jack Olson. 5 really strong innings. He is in a groove, and it is 3-1 Secoits. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome you to Deerfield High School for the 6th inning of play. And wow, Drew, Ethan Feldman heading back out there after a clean fifth, but his pitch count is certainly up there.
Yeah, it's surprising. Feldman's pitched a good game, but he's thrown a lot of pitches. We will get a number on that pitch count very shortly. Three-run sequence as we get to the top of the 6th inning.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning.
Antioch looking to add some more insurance runs.
Number 11, Zach Rubin.
Zach Rubin, the third baseman, to lead off this top half of the 6th inning.
And Antioch trying to provide some insurance for Jack Olson here because he has been absolutely lights out. And I'm sure if Antioch gets a couple more, they'll leave him back out there, try and save some arms for tomorrow.
Yeah. Olson definitely feels like the way he's throwing, he could go the distance. Sure it'd be something. 2 straight complete games. That was pitch 89 for Ethan Feldman, so this is pitch 90. Swing and a miss. Definitely interesting to trot him back out there with 88 pitches, Brody.
Yeah, it's just by Coach Lopez. Must not have a ton of faith in that bullpen.
Yep. Pitching staff that struggled this year, let up quite a few runs in some games. Pitch misses in the dirt.
Yeah, and the real storyline of this game is Grayslake North not being able to score. This is an offense that's been more potent than any other offense in the state with 28 home runs and a lot of power. They've scored 10-plus runs in countless amount of games, and they just have not had it today, Drew. Jack Olson has been dicing them up.
And he has mowed down these Knights hitters. Done a great job as Rubin fouls that off to the right side. 92 pitches and the 8-9-1 due up. Not be surprised. Coach Lopez lets Feldman get these next 2 and third time through the order, put in a fresh arm.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see that at all, especially with
pitch misses in the dirt.
Balsamo-Zena's hit today. He's been hitting the ball really hard in that leadoff spot, so I doubt Coach Lopez is going to want to have Feldman see him again.
Yeah, you would think. But Coach Lopez wants to ride his ace, and I don't blame him with the way Ethan Feldman's pitched today, the 3 runs, but he's really done his job. Pitch misses away, 3-2. It's a great at-bat from Rubin. You know a pitcher's high at a high pitch count, and for him to work a really quality at-bat, make him throw 6-7 pitches, just fantastic.
Yeah, you cannot ask for much more if you're Coach Frasick. And
another one grounded foul. That was the 8th pitch of this at-bat. So Ethan Feldman, you're already at a high pitch count. This is not what you want, and I think that leaves Coach Lopez to be more inclined to go bring in a fresh arm. Full count offering. Another one fouled off. This is an awesome at-bat from the third baseman, Rubin, really making Feldman work. Feldman gets the sign. Comes pitch number 10 of the at-bat. It's driven out into deep left center field. It is down. Young made a diving effort, could not come up with it. And how about that at-bat from Rubin? Saw 10 pitches and then crushes one in the left center field for a no-out double.
Wow. It seemed like he was going to foul off pitches for hours. Pitch number 10 came in, and Rubin got a real piece of that. Drove that deep into left center field, and thing was every bit of 340 feet because right in the hole, and just an impressive plate appearance from Rubin.
Yeah, off the bat, I thought that one might get out, Brody.
Yeah, it looked really good. Definitely hit that one on the barrel.
Ethan Feldman's still out there. So here's Cameron Spee, that is, for the Sequoias, who squared to bunt. I like that decision here, top of the lineup. Due up next, get the runner over to third. A ball in play or a long fly ball can score the 4th run of this game for the Sequoias. Oh, and 1 count, squaring to bunt again. And that's a beauty down the third base line. Feldman gloves the throw to first. Not in time. Cameron Spee lays down a beauty and beats it out for a bunt single. How about that, Brody?
That was certainly fantastic. And Ethan Feldman made a great play on that ball, getting over, ranging to his right, and making a good throw over to first base. It just wasn't in time. Perfect bunt from Spee, who
looks like
had a couple of bunt earlier back to the pitcher, and well hit ball in his second time up, and laid down a bunt there, and it was absolutely textbook. And
it's like they're gonna talk with the first base umpire.
Coach Lopez is not happy.
Yeah. Not sure if they want some sort of obstruction violation. He ran out of the baseline. I'm not really sure. Any lengthy discussion. Coach Lopez.
Looks like he just wanted an explanation.
Yeah. Pretty sure the ump's explanation would be that his foot touched the bag before the first baseman caught it.
Yeah, definitely safe. Still not sure what he was arguing about, but
looks like that might be the end of the road for Ethan Feldman. A fantastic outing. Definitely gave his team, put his team in a great position to be leading this ball game, and gave his team a great chance to win this one.
Yeah, certainly. His final stat line: 5+ innings, 3 runs, 2 earned, 7 hits.
Leaves this game with an applause from this crowd. Rightfully so, just a fantastic outing. Second relief is going to be Tyler Morgan, the tall, lengthy right-hander. We'll be back shortly. This pitching change is brought to you by Gatorade. You'll often see Gatorade coolers in these dugouts, and it's brought to you by Gatorade, the IHSA Regional Semifinals. Antioch with a 3-1 lead over the Grayslake North Knights. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning action, IHSA regional semifinal between Antioch and Grayslake North. And
Ethan Feldman's days officially done. Tyler Morgan coming in relief, looking to work his way out of this 1st and 3rd nobody out jam. Spee had first.
Line that one into left field, and finally gets one to go his way.
Like we have some more talks going on. I'm not sure what's going on. Looked like Joy kind of fumbled the ball when trying to retreat it in left field.
Yeah, and Spee was moving around the bag.
Looks like they're going to appeal to third base, saying that he potentially did not touch the bag. Safe is the call. So the run will stand. It is a 5-1 Sequoias lead. It is a really big base knock and a nice piece of hitting there by Mazzina. 5-1 game, and the way Jack Olson's throwing, that feels like 2 really big runs, Brody.
Yeah, certainly. They double their
potential
lead.
For more. Willis grounds one. Thought it hit off himself, and they will call it foul. Late call.
little hesitant and not something you see too often where
No.
home plate umpire is just like a statue there where everyone's
Yeah.
waiting for him to call foul ball, and he didn't do it.
Mazzina leads off at second. Willis looking to add some more insurance. Take strike 2. Willis, imagine he's trying to hit a ball to the right side and move Mazzina over to third at the minimum.
Yeah, down 0-2, you just got to find some way to put this ball in play and do your job.
Takes a pitch up, 1-2.
Grayslake North certainly going to have their work cut out for them. They only got 6 outs to score 4 runs to keep their season alive, potentially more.
Those 4 runs just feel just even more of a tough, hill to climb with Jack Olson on the mound. The way he's throwing it is a tall task, to say the least. The 2-2 pitch misses up, so quickly from 0-2 to 3-2 it goes. Mason Willis has battled back into this at-bat. With Nate Yeager waiting on deck. The 3-2 is grounded to short. The play is made by the shortstop, McCumber. They're going to hold Mazzina at second.
Number 3,
1 out.
Yeager.
Nathan Yeager up. Saw Yeager try to lay down a bunt on an 0-1 count his last at-bat. See if maybe he tries to do something again. You often don't expect that out of the 3-hole hitter, but really never know.
Yeah, and Mazzina being held on at second base, you can tell how much Grayslake North cares about
He
this
does
run.
lay down a bunt.
Bunt, not expecting that, but
We were all over it, though, Brady.
yeah, good call, Jibs. Certainly right on the money.
Often you don't see 3-hitter bunt that much, but Yeager's squared twice now, 2 separate at-bats. Does not square this time and takes strike 2.
Positional changes at the time of the pitching change. Now in center, 3, Ethan Feldman. In left, number 2, Ethan Young. And not batting, number 20 in left.
A lot of changes. Feldman remains in the game in center field. They want his bat. Yeager fouls that off.
Now batting at first base is number 20, Tyler Morgan.
No confusion here. Morgan was
I believe it's Rack and Say now pitching.
Rackin', yeah. I think Morgan went out there to play first. So
On 0-2, you could tell he's got a different approach, trying to go opposite field with Yeager.
Yep. Good 2-strike approach there. Cody Rackenke gets the sign. Is 0-2. Strike 3. Pitch on the top of the zone gets called.
Designated hitter, number 35, Alex Nielsen.
Here's Alex Nielsen. Umpire's got to rotate back. Good hustle from the first base umpire.
Yeah, both those runs in the visiting 6 will be charged to Ethan Feldman.
Nielsen swings through a fastball.
So
Yo, 1 fouled back. So Rackenke's got Nielsen quickly down 0-2.
We head to the home half of the 6th in the IHSA 3A regional semifinal between the Antioch Seacoites and the Grayslake North Knights. Antioch leads this one 5-1, and it's been a dominant performance by Jack Olson there. Unearned on 2.
If you want to watch that game on YouTube, it'll be on the Deerfield Athletics as McCumber tags one in the left field. He's got some carry to it and is up against the wall. Ryan McCumber with a leadoff double. Just like that, kind of.
And the Knights
Place kind of went quiet.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really saw that ball fall. It was kind of an eerie feeling, and it did. And just like that, Grayslake North's got something. Is this what they need?
It might be. Third time through the order against Olson. Could definitely be a start of something. Here's Phyllis. Pops it up foul. He said the regional championship game tomorrow will be on the Deerfield Athletics YouTube page. And I want to come here to Deerfield High School as well and watch what's ought to be an awesome baseball game. And it's going to be a beautiful day, too.
Yeah, expecting a massive crowd on hand for tomorrow's game, especially if it's the Seacoites. They've had a great turnout today. I can't stress enough how great this Antioch crowd's been all night.
The Deerfield crowd on Wednesday, I mean, that was incredible. I've never seen this place packed like that, and I imagine it's going to be 2 times more the size. And let's hope there's enough room for the Seacoites fans if they do advance, because they have had an awesome representation.
Yeah, and these Deerfield fans, when they get a team in the playoffs and certainly making a playoff run, they really are able to generate good support. That's one of the best things about Deerfield is their crowds at some of these games, especially in football, basketball, and baseball.
Stafila, swing and a miss, strike 3. A funky swing there. Tires Filas for the first out of the inning. There's Mitchell Hughes, the catcher.
Andrew, you feel like this is a bigger bat. If Hughes can reach here, Grayslake North really sees this momentum and sense a rally, but if he doesn't.
And we spoke on this earlier, but Hughes with some serious pop of a 3-homer game against Maine South. He could really alter this game with one swing of the bat. Ooh. Throw was a little high back from Willis. Olsen gets the sign. McCumber leading away from second. CO1. Pitch just misses up. See that called a little bit, the high strike, but one was a little too high, Brody.
Yep, he went with that high pitch once again, and that's where Olsen's really lived all game, at the top of the zone. It's been ever so effective.
It is fouled off. 2 strikes. The 4-hole hitter, Mitchell Hughes, with the pitcher racket say waiting on deck. One and 2, 1 out, runner on second. 5-1 Seacoites lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2. That's an outstanding stop by Mason Willis to swarm that. Keep the runner held at second base. Another 2-strike offering coming up from Olsen. It is skied into center field. This should be playable for Mazzina. Makes the catch. Tagging going to third is McCumber, who slides in safely. All kind of squirts away from Ruben, but we'll pick it up. No extra advancement. Hughes hit that one well, just not enough.
Certainly that ball was just a little too high, Drew.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he got all the barrel, got a little bit under it, but decent piece of hitting, moves the runner over to third, and this feels like a pivotal at-bat in this game, Drew. 5-1 game, runner on third, 2 away.
Looks like they're gonna.
Cody Racketsay at the plate.
Looks like they're gonna peel to second base, saying he maybe left early. Or not. Maybe he might have to His time was called.
Yeah, it looks like it's close. It looks like he might have left early, Drew.
Yeah. Might have to, he has to step off the rubber if he wants to. See if he elects to do that. Does Cody Racken say? Oh, looks like play on. Olson to Racken say. Swing and a miss. Blew that heater right by him.
And Olsen's still lighting up the radar gun.
He is.
He's in his sixth inning of work and had a
Oh, that one gets away from Willis. And coming home to score is McCumber. That
It's the second time.
Yeah, second wild pitch that has scored a run. So both 2 runs of this game for the Knights have come on wild pitches.
And just like that, Grayslake North now feels like they're back within striking distance. Down just 3.
Yeah, not much damage done for Olson. Clears the bases, allows him to pitch out of the windup. Still a comfortable 5-2 lead, Brody.
Certainly.
That's grounded. Fouled on the right side. Jack Olson steps off. Back in the windup. Here's the 2-strike offering. Pitch misses up. Olson's been pretty efficient so far. He's thrown 94 pitches. I'd say is down on strikes and 6 really, really strong innings from Jack Olson, and that might be the end of the line for him, for the senior. Just an outstanding performance, Brody. That'll do it after 6, a 5-2 Seacoits lead. We'll be back shortly. 2-1, and Seacoits 3 outs away on the verge from a big-time victory and a chance to the regional finals against the Warriors.
No activity in the Antioch bullpen. Just
looks like this is Jack
went down to
Olson's
check.
game, Brody.
Yeah, similar to Mac Jones on Wednesday. It's Coach Fast.
As Olson lines one in the left field,
wow.
a base hit. Thought he might have been robbed once again. Just missed it though.
Number 8, Chris Cook.
The left fielder. Be surprised maybe a potential bunt situation. Move the runner over. And he does square to bunt. Lays it down, foul.
Yeah, and Antioch just trying to get a couple more insurance runs, especially if Olson's going to go back out there and
I got to say, Brody.
finish what he started.
You know, I understand keeping Jack Olson out there. I'm surprised they don't have any activity in their bullpen.
Yeah, I'm a little shocked too. I mean,
Just, you know, in case he gets in any trouble or his pitch count gets, you know, really high up there.
especially with the game not being out of reach.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, that gets away. Deflects off of the first baseman's glove. Morgan, wow. I mean, threw it right to Morgan, who came in for Rack and said, play first, and just went. Not quite sure what else happened there. Just took his eye off of it and missed it, Brody.
Yeah, it's going to be error number 4 for Grayslake North at a game where they
Killer.
certainly have not been sharp in the field. And
No, not at all.
Antioch is looking primed to score once again.
Scoring the bunt again, and it gets away from the catcher, Hughes. So moving up is Olson, just like that. A runner on third, nobody out.
That was
Imagine the infield will be in for the Knights. And, yep, here they come. Trying to cut down the run at home.
moved 180 feet in just a few seconds, Drew.
Chris Cook takes a pitch off the plate. 2-1. Brady, I really think there's a level of momentum factor for both either of these two teams that will play Deerfield tomorrow, and even Deerfield. I mean, 2 ginormous wins to get to this stage, and I really think that makes for an even better game.
Yes, I think we're going to get an instant classic tomorrow afternoon. Should be a ton of fun. 1 p.m. first pitch if you plan on attending. And
2-2
Regional
is
champion will be
grounded up
crowned.
the middle, base hit. Chris Cook comes through with 2 strikes and delivers the 6th run of the game for the Sequoias, and it is back to a 4-run lead.
Yeah, and Antioch is really taking a stranglehold on this game, Drew. They put up 2 in the 4th and 2 in the 6th to really open this thing up, and just asserting themselves once again in the 7th and looking to wrap this one up. As Coach Lopez is going to go out and talk to Racketsay. Be back shortly. It'll be Dylan Lamb for Grayslake North, and trying to close out this 7th inning, keep Grayslake North in this ball game with a runner at first base and nobody out. So Knights move from Racketsay to Lamb in the visiting 7th.
Racketsay's pitching day is over. I believe he's going to go over to play first base.
Grayslake North, number 1,
Riley Lamb.
moving to second base into the game in the 5th spot, number 23, Braden Kubik.
Braden
Moving from
Kubik
second base
going to
third
second.
base, remaining in the 7th spot, number 9, Nate Kismarski.
Some substitutions. So that is the end of the road for Racketsay. Is complete substitution. Here's Evan Schmidt. Doubled in his last at-bat. Actually, I believe that was 2 at-bats ago. Could be wrong. Ooh. Takes a cut at a high fastball. Aggressive on pitch 1 against Lamb. All right, Lamb entering in for the first time this game. It's went Feldman to Racketsay to Lamb. So that's fouled off again. That is in the trio of pitchers for the Knights. For the Sequoias, one guy, Brody, Jack Olson.
That's all you got to say. He has been absolutely dominant tonight.
We have been spoiled with just some outstanding pitching performances at this regional semifinal at Deerfield High School with Mac Jones on Wednesday. Now to Jack Olson as that's flown into center for the new center fielder. As
Ethan Feldman.
Yep, Ethan Feldman as Young was removed. Here's Zach Rubin. Rubin's 2 for 3 on the day. Swung the bat well, looking for hit number 3. Fouled off, runner went. Cook is off on the pitch there. Grab second base. Yeah, hit and run of some sorts as Rubin swung away and fouled it off. A small lead at first. So Rubin swings through the fastball. 0-2. Brody, you just look at that scoreboard. Those 4 errors really stand out.
Without a doubt, it's been that kind of game for this Grayslake North defense, unfortunately, and that's hate to see it, but
that gets away from the catcher.
it's just been the case. And wild pitch number has been
I believe that
pretty
might
high.
be
Pass
called
ball.
a pass ball. Yeah, that get hit off the glove of Hughes.
A lot of-
Definitely more stoppable per se than the other ones.
Yeah, a lot of unforced mistakes out of Grayslake North
no doubt.
tonight, and that's just it's unfortunate to see
That
in a
will be
game
scored a pass
that's
ball.
this high leverage.
Zach Rubin. Basic could score a run here as Cook moved up into scoring position on the pass ball.
Although this game not over yet.
No, not at all.
Grayslake North down just 4.
6, 7, 8 due up in the bottom of the 7th inning for the last chance. The last chance for the Knights.
If they start to
Will
rally, they'll
be-
get to that top of that order, and they've been certainly dangerous.
It'll be Lamb, Kazmarski, and Young. I believe actually Young was taken out, so we will see a pinch hitter of some sorts. One of the many substitutions Grayslake North made.
Great at bat there by
Yeah, very good at bat.
Rubin to force a walk, and he had a great at bat last time. A
He
10-pitch
did.
at bat and smoked one in the left center for a double. So
Rubin is
Zach Rubin is
making life hard on these pitchers.
Yeah, he's seen almost 30 pitches today.
As that's line into left field. It gets past the left fielder. This is trouble. 1 run's in. Here comes the second. Standing up, scoring is Rubin. And just like that, it is an 8-2 game on the double from Cameron Spike. And the Seacoits have broken this game wide open. I believe that they're going to score that one a single and an error.
Yeah, that ball got past Ethan
error on the
Young
left
out in the
fielder.
left, and
Yep,
it's his 3rd error of the night.
Aaron Young, who's just had a rough day, Brody. Yeah, you put it perfectly. 3 errors. It's tough.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate for a guy who's been so good all season, and hate to see it end like this
Yep,
for him.
no doubt. And back to the top of the lineup in Jackson Mazzina. Doubled earlier. Brought in 2 runs. It is error number 5 for the Knights. If you're Coach Lopez, that's really the number you're looking at. 11 hits and
Got to
5
credit
errors.
Antioch, though. 11 hits.
Yeah, that's impressive.
They've-
What we saw from Deerfield, only 2 hits. I mean, this is a really impressive showing.
Yeah, they're backing up Jack Olson out there, and it's just complete team effort by Antioch. Give
Yeah.
him a lot of credit.
Very impressive game.
Deerfield's gonna
Have their
to
hands
play
full.
have to play really well in order to take down the Seacoits.
I'm not quite sure how that happened. Somehow it just went up and through. It might have went over the net, hit the net, somehow went up, scaled the net, and went over.
Yeah,
Don't see that every day.
baseball had arms of its own out there.
Yeah. Sure did. So the 1-2 is flown out. Right side. I believe a catch was made in the corner. It's in that corner that we really can't see.
The catcher, number 41, Mason Willis.
Two gone.
Surprised we got this game in today, Drew. 4 o'clock
I,
start. We were expecting rain and thunderstorms, but
I got to say earlier, looking at the weather, I did not have high expectations that this game would be able to, we would be able to get it in, but luckily enough, we've been able to, and luckily it's been an awesome game. Tight early on, but the Seacoits have really pulled away.
yeah, just previewing this regional final matchup between the number 12 seed Antioch and the number 14 seed Deerfield
That's something.
That's playoff baseball
Yeah.
for you.
Feels like so many sports, high school sports, you know, it's always the higher seed and upsets aren't as common, but in baseball, man, anything can happen. And the randomness to the sport is what makes it so awesome. And you have the 12 and 14 seeds battling off as there's another pop-up in foul territory. Should be playable. And the catch is made.
Scores 3 runs on 3 hits.
3 runs for the Seacoits in that inning, and they have really pulled away to make this a 6-run game. And back out to complete this game is Jack Olson. We'll be back for the bottom of the 7th inning. 8-2 Sequoias. But they
Well, the time has come. It's the bottom of the 7th inning, and guess who's back out there, Drew?
Jack Olson, Brody.
It is Jack Olson. At a pitch count of 95 to try and shut this thing down for Antioch. Out there with a 6-run lead.
Imagine the Northern Illinois coaches don't love seeing their future star throw these many pitches, but he has been just awesome. There's strike one.
Yep, Olson has been absolutely lights out, and I'm sure Coach Freisek was
swinging a miss quickly, 0-2.
Echoing the words of Coach Januszewski, saying it's your game, as we heard from Mac Jones at the post-game interview on Wednesday.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One gone as Lamb's down on strikes. And Olson is mowing down these hitters. He is just really settled in. And really from the 4th inning on has been dominant.
Yeah, just absolutely lights out.
Here's Kazmarski takes strike 1.
And Olson is meaning business. This 7th inning is 4 pitches, 4 strikes.
Here comes pitch number 100. It's fouled off. So 5 pitches, 5 strikes. Excuse me, that was pitch number 101. That is grounded and foul. So that is 102 now. Math is still a little off. Nice throw from the third base coach. Got a good arm on him. Imagine there's some playing experience. Coach Lopez. Here's another 0-2 offering. Just missed to the top of the zone.
Got to imagine he goes heater here on 1 and 2, Drew.
Yeah, he's out in front of the breaking ball. Went back to the breaking ball. And he got some with a breaking ball. 2 gone.
Wow.
2 up, 2 down with 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And this inning is
and it looks like
a microcosm of
Coach Freisek going to go out for a meeting. I don't know if this is the end of the road for Jack Olson. Maybe see how he's feeling. Ethan Young up for the Knights. How he's pitched. 1 out of the way, and that'll do it for Jack Olson. What an incredible outing, Brody.
And
6 and 2 thirds, 3 hits, 2 runs, too many strikeouts to count. A much-deserved standing ovation. 104 pitches.
And he gets a deserving standing ovation.
Just
Jack Olson, ladies and gentlemen.
Incredible outing. Wow.
I mean,
as we described Mac Jones on Wednesday, balls of steel on the biggest stage, delivering for his team when they needed him most. Just awesome. Second relief is number 23, Carson Young.
actually crazy to see because this is a Grayslake North offense, Drew, that's
Yeah.
been among the best in Illinois, and Jack Olson just Made them
all
look,
that more impressive.
made them look like middle schoolers out there. That's all I could say. 3 hits, just dominant performance through 104 pitches. We're clean and just cannot say enough about the performance by Jack Olson.
I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised, given he got the first 2 outs via the strikeout, that they pulled him. I wonder if there was a hard stop at 105.
I got to imagine that was the case.
That would probably make sense.
Maybe
There's no need to push it. You know,
Right.
you're up 6 runs. Jack Olson was just incredible, and
and
if you
potentially
really
could
want
be
to use Carson Young tomorrow, only needs to record 1 out. I imagine he will be available.
that, and I'm sure the rest rules got something to do with that 105 number.
Yeah.
If Antioch does win the Deerfield Regional, it advances to play at Grayslake Central next Tuesday against Wakanda, Crystal Lake South, or Lake Forest. They might want to use Jack Olson then, and certainly some limitations in IHSA rules that could be preventing Olson from finishing this one out. But nonetheless, I think it's a good decision from Coach Frasek to make the change, and 6 2/3 is certainly sufficient for quality
No Mac
start.
Jones, but that sure was an incredible outing.
Certainly in a pitching preview for tomorrow's game, expecting to see Dylan Feldkamp for Antioch, and then for Deerfield,
The
believe
hard-throwing left-hander,
Sean McNair.
will be going for the Warriors. Imagine it'll be a combination of swing and a miss, strike through 1. Combination of potentially McNair, Swender, and Bernstein, Schlesinger, Scherer. All those guys are available for tomorrow. So that is just missed. 1 more.
I'm certainly expecting another low-scoring game tomorrow, Drews. 2 outstanding pitching
Swing and a
staff.
miss.
As here it is, Grayslake North down to their final strike.
Carson Young and the Seacoys 1 out away, 1 strike away from winning this regional semifinal, and a date for tomorrow against the Deerfield Warriors in the regional final. The 2-strike offering from Young just misses down. And Deerfield coaches have been watching this game. Coach Januszewski, Coach Moran, and Coach Brown. All of them here. The 2-2 just misses down. Counters ran full, and looks like
Willis has been
Willis
screwing around these last couple throws.
These throws, like the home plate umpire telling the Seacoy bench and them to stay behind the fence. Now Willis has gotten a little too excited. Missed these throws back to Young.
Yeah, I can't blame your team's about to win a regional semifinal game.
3-2. It's flown out into center field. Shallow coming in, making the catch is Mazzina, and that'll do it. The Antioch Seacoys are the regional semifinal champs and have a date with the Deerfield Warriors tomorrow, 1 p.m. And Brody, that should be a good one.
Yep, we will see you there. Make sure to pack the stands if you're coming tomorrow to Deerfield High School. It'll be Antioch and Deerfield, the 12th seed of the 14th seed of the Deerfield Regional.
How about that?
We will see you tomorrow.
That'll do it from the Deerfield High School in the regional semifinal. Antioch defeats Grayslake North 8-2 on 11 hits, 3 for the Knights, 1 error for the 1 error for the Seacoys, 5 for the Knights.
That really started to become a storyline, but that's it. Antioch defeats Grayslake North. Final score 8-2. I'm Brody Sheffrin alongside Drew Weiner. It's been our pleasure bringing you coverage of this regional semifinal game in IHSA 3A. And thanks for listening, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow.
Signing off.